What's up, everybody? Crazy Out came back again with another Bike of the Day feature. Yeah, Bike of the Day. The movement continues. It's 2022. Happy New Year's, everybody. Just came fresh off of the top 10 list of 2021 Viewer's Choice. I still have to do that 2021 Editor's Pick top 10 video, but I'm going to keep it moving for Bike of the Day. There are a bunch of bikes that still haven't been featured from last year that I'm going to start posting up, starting with this bike right here, and it is a 4NIX Atome Expert with that special frog colorway. This bike was submitted by Kevin Gatt of 5 BMX Components, and this bike was inspired by the red-eyed tree frog. I love when people submit bikes with custom paint jobs that are inspired by some interesting things, and this frog is an interesting inspiration. Very colorful, and it's one of my favorites from last year. Kevin Gatt said he built this bike up for a customer in Australia. They wanted it to look like a red-eyed tree frog. Very specific on the request right there. The design, paint, finished product, and everything else is custom, from carbon rims, powder-coated spokes, to custom frame and fork. It's all built up and done up by 5 BMX Components. Now that we know about the inspiration for this build, let's look at those parts, son! Okay, so the frame is a 4NIX Atome Expert. He's rocking answer bars, inside stem, 5 pedals, 5 seat post clamp, 5 grips, 5 headset, 5 spacers, 5 bottom bracket, 5 rims, CXP racing cogs, CXP racing sprocket, CXP racing cranks, Kruppy disc hubs, custom powder coated spokes, SRAM guide brakes, Tioga faster tires, 4NIX custom forks, 4NIX custom seat, 4NIX custom seat post, and adapters to fit 6mm Kruppy bolts to 20mm forks. There's a lot of 4NIX, a lot of 5 components put into this bike right here. Really awesome looking bike. One of my favorite looking bikes. I love the blend of the green with the white and the red and the orange. It really comes off real dope and makes this bike stick out from a lot of the bikes that was submitted last year. So the ratings on this bike, he got a total color score of a 9.23, originality 9.59, parts 9.13, overall style 9.37, giving him a total overall rating score of a 9.33. 12 people came to the site and gave this bike a rating, and you can come to the site and rate this bike too. Even though there's no competition going on, we always want to see what you guys think of these bikes. So your ratings, your comments, all of that, let us know how you feel about this bike. Hit me up on sugarcane.com. The link is in the description where you can get your rating in and leave a comment, or you can also leave your comment right here on YouTube. Alright, speaking of comments, we got a comment from Peter Russell. He said, how is this not a 10 for everyone? Wow, such a great colorway and originality. Great build. I just became a big 5 fan. My son's favorite animal is a frog, and he would absolutely love this bike. Brian Compton had a lot to say about this bike. He said, beautiful bike. I'm 49 years old and find myself loving the geometry and styling of the modern BMX bikes more and more. Actually, all bikes except electric. Word, right? But even some of those look rad. This bike is perfect. It looks like something 4NIX put out as an advertisement, having partnered with CXP and 5. And I say that not because these photos are beyond perfect, but that's just how it's usually done. Box seems to have cornered that market, but these choices are much better. I'm really digging this bike, and I hope it helps you leap over the finish line first every time. Ride on. Big shout out to Brian Compton for leaving his comment. Alex Reardon, who I believe is the customer who ordered this bike, he said, thanks Kevin, the journey to make this a reality was awesome. You really are talented. And yes, Kevin Gatt is mad talented, because this bike came out super duper fresh. I'd love to see this bike in person. Alright, so that's it. Bike of the day, the 4NIX Atome Expert, looking real fresh with that frog colorway. Send some high-res photos, a full parts list, and an inspiration for your build to sugarcanecom@gmail.com. That is sugarcanecom@gmail.com. Alright, so enough talking about bikes, enough looking at bikes, enough rating bikes. I need you to go out to ride your bikes. Even if it's snowing out, just ride your bike. This is Crazy Out Kane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, and I'm out. Back to you, Billy!